What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to another Farming Simulator 19 video here from FELSBRUNN. Of course, how's everybody doing? Welcome in. Today, guys, like I promised or talked about at the end of the last video, we're going to be working on field 22 and 21. We're going to be putting them into grass to make hay for our animals that we don't have yet. We will have eventually, but we're a little poor right now. So what we actually need to do first thing is get ourselves a bigger plow. I believe we own a plow, but it's too small. I don't like it. I don't like it. So we're going to get ourselves a, we're probably going to have to take some loan out because we're kind of poor. So we'll borrow a little bit more on our loan. I mean, what's $1 million? Whatever, right? Whoopie-doo. Based on our horsepower requirements, which... Actually, okay, so we do own the little baby plow, but ain't nobody got time for that. I wish we had horsepower to pull the biggest one, but we don't. So that's okay. And we will lease the plow, because we don't need to buy it. We definitely do not need to buy it. So there's that. So we got the 8RT hooked up here, boys. Or not 8RT, just 8R. I don't have the RT. I don't care for the John Deere tracked one. Some of the other track ones are okay. I don't know why I don't care for the John Deere one. That's just me, my personal opinion. Just saying. I know I talked about once upon a time going all the way around the pond. We may do that in the future, but because I don't have money to landscape anything right now, we need to be kind of careful what we actually plow. So we'll do some more landscaping later. Ooh, that was a little leg. But for now, we will do this right here and start the plowing process. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, guys. We're going to be plowing and hopefully planting some grass. So I don't want to get like too up on the road, and really it doesn't matter how clean I actually do this, because we're going to be planting this in grass, hay, whatever you want to call it. So it really doesn't matter. I just want to get rid of bushes. That's like the biggest thing I wanted to accomplish by doing this. Get rid of all these silly bushes. But yeah, so lots of plowing here today, guys. I did finish the harvest, by the way. Ooh, I was going to say there must be a tree stump there. I did finish the harvest before recording this video, and everything has been replanted, herbicided, and I believe 2-stage fertilization has happened everywhere as well. So there's that. Not too bad, not too bad. But, oh man, there's, tree stumps. Like, that's going to be a problem. Okay, raise up. Come on, get over the tree stump. So apparently we're going to have to take care of that. In fairness, it was hard to find some of those tree stumps back. I'm just saying. I think we own a stumper, maybe. I'm questioning my life decisions right now because I don't actually know. The heck is that? Alright, guys, I am now back. Sorry about that little edit in the video. You guys probably don't even know what happened, but I said, what is that? And then I got up, walked away from my computer. There's a semi-truck sitting outside my house right now with a 53-foot trailer on it. Actually, I bet that's a 48-foot trailer, not a 53. Delivering sod to my neighbor's house. I've talked about my neighbor a little bit in videos and stuff, mostly streams. Mr. Rich, as I call him. Because that's what he is. And he will let everybody know that he has more money than you do. Okay? He's that kind of guy. I don't know what he's doing, but he has this god-awful fascination with putting sod down in his yard. So, I don't know what he's up to now. But, yeah, there's a semi-truck sitting out there. It's because I, heard the noise and air brakes, and I was like, that's weird. Let's go see what that is. And, yeah, so it's one of those with, like, the forklift on the back of the trailer, and I'm just waiting for the guy to drive through my yard to get into his yard, because it's happened before. Tell you how, like, I don't want to say rich, but, like, how disgusting my neighbor is with his money, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's his money, he can spend it how he wants, but he has a palm tree in his backyard that, of course, doesn't live over the winter. It doesn't survive over the winter. because it's a palm tree. They're not, they're you know, warm weather kind of thing, right? So every single spring, which actually it should be happening very soon, every single spring he has a company in St. Louis. He just buys a new palm tree every year. Okay, just buys a new palm tree. It's like $800 for his new palm tree every year. And I'm sorry, but I can think of things far different to waste $800 on than a palm tree. Man, we're really good at stumping, aren't we? But yeah, he gets a new palm tree every single year. And it's right next to the fence, so I have to look at a stupid palm tree in my backyard all year. And the worst part is they don't, like, to me, okay, in the fall, early winter, palm tree's not looking so hot. Maybe you, you know, you cut the palm tree down. No, it stands there all winter and it's brown and ugly and just nasty looking. And it's like, okay, I get having a nice palm tree. It looks nice during the summer, whatever. But God, you got to look at it like a dead palm tree all winter. It's terrible. Anyway, so yeah, there's a semi truck sitting outside my house right now, and the driver looked very confused about where he was putting the sod on. It's like on a pallet. He's getting a pallet. It looks like a pallet and a half is what he's actually getting. That's all that's left on the truck anyway, is a pallet and a half. And so the driver was looking very confused, looking at his paperwork and looking at the house and looking at the yard, and then he was on the forklift and he got it, and then he got on the phone. So I'm like, I'm done watching what you're doing. He goes, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know where you're putting the sod. Yeah. The problem that I have is they drive through my yard, and the spot of my yard that they drive through, because the guys with the palm tree will do it more than anything, okay? The guys with the palm tree, it gets very annoying. But the spot of my yard they drive through is very soft because it drains, you know, my backyard and the neighbor's backyard. Like all this runoff goes through this spot in my yard. So it's very soft. So most of the time when they come, they end up tearing it up a little bit. And of course the neighbor's not too concerned about it because, well, it's not his yard. So, you know, a little bit of a beef there with the neighbor, I'm not going to lie. But for the most part, he's a good guy. So eventually, guys, like I was saying before, we will plow all the way around the pond because that's free grasslands, basically. Oh, I mean, it just kind of makes sense to me. So we will do that eventually, but I need to kind of escape it first and smooth it. It's pretty rough over there, actually. So we will have to do that at a later date because we're poor, and we've taken out quite a bit of loan already, so there's that. Kind of the same thing here, but, you know, we'll do all this eventually because it's free. It's free money. So I don't know how much, like, haylage we're going to do, or hay/haylage, especially because we have a round baler right now. So probably not going to do a ton. I could see getting a square baler and kind of going at it a little bit more in the future here, but that'll be the future. I know we've done haylage on this map, so I don't really want to do like too much of it, honestly, but if we do something to make some money, then that's just what we do. So there's that. There is that. The other thing with this map, guys, I want to get cows and horses kind of running, and then I'm honestly kind of looking into maybe doing a little bit of cotton work. Cotton can be worth a lot of money, and the best part is you just hire the harvester and it goes. It'll empty itself, no babysitting. I'm thinking, you take, like, you know, field 12 and 13, 11, 14, 10, the nice, like, big square fields or rectangle fields. I know 14's not quite a rectangle, but you know what I mean. You take those fields and you put them in cotton a few times and store up the bales and sell them off at once, and in theory make a lot of money, right? In theory. So I don't know, we will see. We will see. So apparently we have some stumping we need to do as well, which is fine, not a big deal. I kind of figured I didn't get them all, honestly, when I was when I actually stumped this out to begin with. I kind of figured I didn't get them all, so not a big deal there. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Back up and get that. I know, oh, man. Okay, we got this plow burgered up now. I know some people really despise this plow. I don't mind this plow for the most part. I do like the rollover plows, of course, but this style plow is not a big deal to use. Not a big deal, and I know some people don't like the articulation of the setter, but it's like, it's fine. This plow's not bad. This was introduced... No, this was in 17, I believe. I was going to say introduced with Big Bud, but that's not this one. It was the big rollover plow that was introduced with the Big Bud pack. So, it's all good. And sounds like Mr. Semi-Truck is driving away. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I knew something was up because yesterday... So we'll get into a little story about my neighbor here real fast. Just bear with me on this one. I know we're just plowing, so it's kind of boring. So gotta get you guys the juice, the meat here. Or something. The neighbor has a daughter. And no, just no, she's married. Not bad looking, but she's married. The daughter and her husband, they bought a house across town, but apparently they don't want their kids to go to the high school that the kids would go to or something, so they bought a house in my neighborhood right around the corner from us. You know, they just got married, so they're worried about where their kids are going to go to high school, apparently. It's a thing, I guess. I don't know. And, you know, it's like years off, you know. So they bought another house over here in my neighborhood, and, of course, my neighbor guy who, you know, added on 14 feet to the back of his house and made his car, instead of a one car, made it into a 4-car garage. Like, you know, he did a lot of work to the house next door. He's in construction. So he's been working down at his daughter's house around the corner. So yesterday he decided it was a great day to bring home a skid steer from work. Because like I said, he's in construction, so he has access to a skid steer and a dump trailer. So he had 2 different trailers outside the house, which I don't care. No big deal. No, doesn't bother me at all, honestly. Two big trailers outside the house. And then he decided it was a good idea to drive the skid steer to and from his daughter's house, like, a bunch of times. And, okay, you guys might be thinking, oh, that's whatever, no big deal. I was trying to make videos, and a backup beeper on a skid steer is kind of loud. So it was like, every time I went to record, it was like, beep, beep. And I don't know if you guys would have been able to hear it. Probably not, because I know this is a common theme that we have in these videos where I apologize for sounds that you guys can't hear. But if nothing else, it like threw me off my game, and I was like, I can't record now. I can't record now. And I would just go into I just was in Minecraft and, you know, chilling in our Minecraft server. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So we got our cow paddock. Horse paddock's going to go behind it, I think, because we're only going to be doing like 1 paddock of each, because that's enough. Maybe more horses, because horses are just like a cash thing. I do have the horse helper mod installed on this map, so there's that. I know I'm not using a ton of mods, but you know. And actually, I'm waiting for that episode to be released where I talk about adding mods to the map here. I don't really know what I would add, honestly, so there's that. I need to really dive into the mod world, and I do actually want to make like the mod videos again, but I just haven't done it yet. So one of these days, maybe. Things are very busy with Mom right now. I would say she's not doing the best, but she's doing okay. You know, it's, I don't know, just kind of getting used to new normals all the time. You know, it's like once you start thinking things are going a certain way, and then things kind of change a little bit on you, and you just got to roll with the punches, and, you know, got to adapt constantly. But, you know, overall, I would say she's doing okay, but there's just some things that are different, and, you know, honestly, it kind of, I realized the other day, it's like I need to be spending more time with her. So the days that she's home, I try not to do too much on the computer, honestly. So, you know, to a point, you know. Of course, when she's napping, it's like, yeah, I can jump on the computer. I'm not going to sit there and you know, stare at her napping or anything. That's just weird. So, you know, but when she's home, when she's awake, I'm trying to spend some more time with her and whatnot. So there's that. There is that. But so plowing, am I right? You don't realize how long this takes until you're doing it, and you're just like, oh my goodness. It's the plow job that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Oh goodness. Oh, well, I ran to the farm last night for a quick second. I needed a yard spreader, like spread stuff on my yard. It's early April here. It's time. Actually, should have had it down a couple weeks ago, probably, but whatever. Crabgrass weed preventer / fertilizer, you know, that kind of spring product you put on your yard, you know. And our spreader is at the farm, so we ran down there last night for us IRL. And it was April 9th. Yeah, April 9th when I'm recording this video on the 10th. So it was April 9th. And they were planting corn like crazy down there last night. So imagine there's going to be a lot of corn planted down there in the next week. Honestly, most guys will be done, I would say, less than 10 days once they get started. Even the big guys, because they run 3 16-row planters, the big guys, I believe. So at least 2. Maybe 3. The guys that bought our farm, or that farm a little bit that we have, whatever, however you want to say it, they run 2 16-row planters, John Deere's, of course, and they can cover some ground in a day. I'm just saying. They can really cover some ground in a day between the two. Between the two JD 16 30-inch row corn planters, they can really knock it down. Raise this bad boy up. Turn around every now and then. I think you need me closer. I don't know the words. Can you tell? Turn around. Yeah, that's about all I know. But yeah, corn is going in the ground. So Plant 19 is a thing, and it's pretty cool. I may get some pictures and stuff. I don't know. By the time we get back down there, they're probably going to be about done. So we're just not down there enough to, you know, really worry about filming it, honestly. And I, you know, since I've got my new phone, I've only had my drone up one time. I need to put that thing up and go fly and really test it out, because on my tablet it just wouldn't work anymore. So it was terrible, as they say. Terrible. Apparently Charles Barkley's here. Terrible. Anyway, yeah, so this is going to be a huge hayfield, by the way. Huge hayfield. Probably, like, way more than we need. Actually, I'm looking at this now. 23 would make a great hayfield, too. Because it's, like, an awkward shape, and it's a hill, and hay stuff you're going to be doing manually anyway, for the most part. Could be an option eventually. Could be. But for now, we're going to put this into hay. And we can always plant over it, plant through it, whatever you want to call it. We can always get rid of it and do something different if we like as well. So, no worries there. No, we don't need to plow that field too, do we? Okay, 21 now. Probably should purchase lime and do that, but I don't know if I will right now. I can always do it later too, so probably not going to worry about it right now. To be honest, just saying. Alright, we gotta clean this corner up a little bit. It's bothering me, guys. It is bothering me. But that's okay. By the way, I know my farm looks terrible right now here with all those, like, random cliffs, and I'll get to it eventually, I swear. I just need money. I just need money. It's kind of like buying the cows. I just need money. I mean, I need to make their food too, but I need money to. I need money to purchase the cows as well. So, come on, keep your fingers on the keyboard there, John. Oh, I don't really want to plow. Okay, all right, cool. Let's do it. That was an awful turn, by the way. But like this little, like, almost sheer cliff here. I think I'm just gonna, like, paint it with the rock texture. honestly, to match kind of back there. I think that would probably work. And same thing kind of up in there around the little building and stuff. Maybe smooth it a little bit, make kind of a hill there instead of a cliff, you know? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Why is Walmart sending me an email? I didn't order anything from Walmart. Last thing I ordered was delivered yesterday. Why are you bothering me? Goodness. Goodness me. Sometimes you just want to be like, leave me alone. I already spent enough money with you. Leave me alone. Thank you. I love, by the way, getting a refund from Walmart for like a penny. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Just don't think I've ordered anything lately. I was actually thinking today I need to order a couple things, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm realizing that it's like spring here, you know, and it's getting warmer, and I don't really have any like shorts to wear around the house. You know, if I go out in public, I wear jeans. That's just the way it is. I wear jeans. That's just how it goes. Okay. I'm a jeans in public kind of guy, and that's just the way it is. So there's that. But around the house, I definitely don't mind wearing, you know, like some gym shorts, basketball shorts, whatever you want to call them. Just kind of, you know, some thinner, lighter shorts. Over the winter, I've been wearing, like, you know, stretchy pants basically around the house. I know, why am I telling you guys this? I don't know. But I was thinking, I'm like, I need to order me some shorts. It's like, all the shorts that I did have are pretty much just like, need to go in the trash. I kind of wore them out, you know, the elastic's gone or whatever. Typical man stuff, you know, it's like underwear, you know. It can be the holiest pair of underwear, but you still wear it because it's still good. I mean, come on. Got to get every, you know, penny out of that pair of underwear, you know, kind of thing. At least, I don't know. That's the way I am. I'm not going to lie. Growing up, I mean, Mom, okay, so back in the day, Mom would not necessarily, like, wash the clothes. One of us younger ones would do that. You know, we'd traipse down the stairs because our laundry's in the basement, of course, and Mom wasn't about that, so we would do the laundry, but she would fold it all, okay? So we would wash all the laundry, but she would fold it all, and she would constantly throwing away socks and underwear. Because you got to think, there were a lot of us. Most of us are male. There were 7 males in my house, you know, for 5 years until the one moved out. Or till the first one moved out, I should say. So Mom was constantly throwing away socks and underwear. Because socks, too. I don't care how many holes are in a pair of socks. I'm going to wear that sucker. I'm just saying. I know it's silly. Like, give it up, throw it away. Like, a pack of socks doesn't cost that much money. But, you know, it's just like the principle of it, kind of. I'm going to get every penny worth out of that sock that I can, you know? I don't know. It's kind of funny if you ask me, honestly. All right, let's get this edge done here. Because we did subsoil the whole field with a hired worker and our subsoiler on our new, the Deutz tractor sitting over there. It's our newest tractor. So he did the whole field with subsoiler. So the whole field's good. We don't need to plow the field necessarily, but of course we do need to plow, you know, the rest of this, the grass. The reason I'm plowing the grass, if you guys don't know, is because if you plow it and plant it in grass, then you can fertilize it, therefore getting a higher yield. Yes, the grass will grow back eventually, that's already here, but you cannot fertilize it, therefore the yield is terrible. So that is actually the reason for the plowing. Of course, that is the reason. So, you know, it takes some time, but it will be worth it because, you know, the theory is not to mow the field like super often either. You know, it's like, okay, when we need it, let's crank up, let's do it. But beyond that, I don't really. I mean, I should be mowing it constantly and selling it, so maybe we'll do some of that as we work on harvesting and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to turn this back into a haylage series, because I know that gets annoying. So there's that. Oh, now the recycle truck's outside. Man, just full of noises today. That, yes, I know. You guys can't hear. I'm well aware. I'll tell you what, earlier you guys would have been able to hear it. We were sitting in the house. Mom was about to leave. Mom's at dialysis right now. It's Wednesday, so Mom's at dialysis. We were sitting in the living room waiting for the company to come pick her up. Since our accident, we haven't had our van, of course, or Dad's accident. We haven't had our van, so we've been relying on a company to come and pick Mom up, take her to the dialysis, doctor appointments, whatever. Of course, we go to the doctor appointments with her as well, but you know what I mean. And we're waiting for that company to get here, and all of a sudden, it must have been like every fire truck in my town. And I didn't have my phone on me to, like, you know, pull up the scanner, see what was going on. But something was going down in my town. There were so many sirens. Siren after siren after siren. It was like, holy Hannah Montana. I even, like, my aunt was wondering what was going on. I was like, go outside and see if you see smoke. Because, like, it had to have been an active fire. There were so many so many sirens. It sounded like fire trucks, ambulances, that kind of stuff. Crazy, though, how many sirens there actually were. But, you know, that's what they do when there's a fire call. Especially for an active fire. Well, even if it's just even if it's like, well, even an alarm, they send more than, like, you know, one. But if there's an active fire called in, the caller's like, I see fire and smoke. Yeah, they send like 10 fire trucks here in my town. Pretty much countywide, actually. They will send like 10 fire trucks and like 2 ambulances pretty much without hesitation. So some people tell me that it's so they can show that they're busy and get some more federal money. I mean, that's what I've heard from people not at my town, if that makes sense. So I don't actually, I mean, of course, you know, you need the help. So if you have an active, you know, house fire, you're going to need the help. So you might as well send them on the first alarm. Just saying. There was one time there was an apartment fire, this little apartment complex, and there were actually people trapped, like upstairs, I believe, and they sent out a second alarm, of course, because, you know, people are trapped. You need more guys there, you know, to go get them. And there were fire trucks coming, like, down the major highway going 120, like, towards the fire. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. Dad and I happened to be coming home from the farm that day, and coming our path, you know, at that time, because they've added a road since then that we take now, but our path at the time took us, like, pretty close to that fire, and we didn't know what was going on, of course. It was long before I had my phone and whatever, so we had no clue. But my goodness, the fire trucks coming from every direction for that sucker. And then, yeah, come to find out later, there were a couple people trapped upstairs, so they sent the cavalry. I mean, they sent so many fire trucks. There must have been 15 or 20 fire trucks probably that responded to that one. But that was an active fire. That was pretty bad. I believe they actually had to knock the whole building down and start over. So it was pretty nasty. It was pretty nasty. All right. So I did not actually anticipate plowing to take this whole video. I don't know why. Oh man, I should not have turned. I should not have turned. I should not have turned. I'm not going to get it anyway. Of course not. Darn it. I'm not, my plowing skills are weak today, guys. I'm sorry. My plowing skills are not on fleek, okay? My apologies, guys. My apologies. I prefer the big rollover plow, but that's just me. That's just me. This one's good, though, but prefer the big rollover. But anyway. But yeah, so since that has happened, there's actually trash truck making or recycle truck making a lot of noise, but there's a subdivision that they added in town, and as part of the subdivision, they put like a kind of a, my God, they put kind of like a majory. I don't want to call it a cut through, but basically a cut through the subdivision, and it's like it has a stoplight on the one end. Like it's made to be like a higher traffic road. So we actually we totally take that going to and from the farm, and it shaves off like 5 minutes. I'm just saying, it's a nice little cut through for us. It shaves off at least 5 minutes, I would say. So we use it quite a bit. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right, guys. So since I've got some more plowing to do, and I mean, I think one video on plowing's enough, right? I think one video on plowing is enough. So what I'm gonna do, guys, after this video, before next one, I'm gonna clean up the tree stumps, finish plowing, or sorry, I'm gonna finish plowing, then clean those tree stumps up, plant this in grass, get it all fertilized, everything, and fast time to map, and we'll be back. Probably mowing and making some hay and haylage bales, or grass and haylage bales, whatever, in the next video. So, yeah, and actually we have wheat we can sell too. So if I get a good price for wheat, I'll have to check that out, because that's our money for buying animals. So this plow does not want to turn like this. Okay, cool. Let's turn this way instead. Thanks, plow. But yeah, we have wheat to sell. Our bins are full. And there's wheat over at the train as well. So we need to sell that, and then we'll have some money to actually maybe buy some cows. That'll be pretty cool, right? So we'll get into that in the next video. Until then, like I said, I'm going to finish plowing and clean up, replant, all that good stuff. And we'll be back cutting some grass next time. Until then, I'm your boy John from Puma Plow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, toodles.